You gotta pay your it's like $80 a year.
$80 a year.
It ain't now your MC number really is like $300.
All right, because I just want to know if you have to keep on renewing it.
No.
All right, so
If you let it die, then you gotta pay the $300 to file it. Your filing fees.
all right, I see.
All right, so my name Kevin, right? So I bought a truck. How I bought my first truck was I saved up, of course, my money, whatever. Like you said earlier. My first truck was.
How much you put down on it?
I put down maybe like $3,000. The truck was for $12,500.
What kind of truck?
It's a 2006 Freightliner Columbia day cab. When I first initially even found out about the truck was for sale, whatever, I went back there and looked at it, whatever. Noticed that it was an automatic.
Mm-hmm.
So I get up in the truck, whatever, and test drive it. I feel that the transmission was slipping. So I stepped.
Change the filter in it?
Nah. At this point, I don't own it.
Right.
I ain't even put nothing down on it yet. I just, checked it out. Right. So that didn't discourage me because I got a whole bunch of other people in the trucking, and they've been telling me about, how to go about buying these trucks. So
right.
that part didn't discourage me because the number was still good.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked over the truck for what I knew at that time, and I came up with, okay, this may be a good buy for me, right? Even with the jacked up transmission,
right?
Because I had a plan. I was already making over $100,000 a year anyway without this truck.
Mm-hmm.
Driving.
That's what I'm saying. So, driving is still king. Yeah. A lot of these jobs out here ain't gonna pay you like trucking.
So basically, also told the dude, say, look, man, I'm gonna buy the truck. I gave him my paychecks for like a whole 2 months.
Sacrifice.
I ain't even take no money home. I just went to work every single day
right.
and gave him my whole checks. If my checks was for $4,000, I let him keep it. If it was for $3,500, keep it. $2,700, keep it. I did that shit for 2 months straight. And whatever the months was, paid the truck off. When I got the truck in my possession, I started getting things done on it. Changed out all the belts, everything rubber, anything rubber under the hood got changed. Anything that fucking radiator fluid went through got changed. Alternator, like I said, the belts, the pulleys,
mm-hmm.
the AC and all everything. I wanted everything on my belts brand new.
Yeah, right.
Everything from the front to the back, yo. I really changed everything, and I took my time with it, right?
How long it took?
Yo, I did all this shit in 6 months. I put like $30,000 in that truck. You feel me? And I did that because I wanted to make this truck last and make me some money.
Right.
But I know from listening to all my trucking world people, even him, I followed this guy for some years. So I learned some shit. So like I said, I put like $30,000 in that truck, yo. Swapped out the transmission. I put a 10-speed stick shift in there.
Oh, because I only wanted first?
Right, because I ain't want to deal with the automatic. Because automatics, I don't like them.
Yeah. I never did that before. How much they charge you to swap it?
I spent $9,000 on it.
Yeah.
I spent $9,000 on getting the transmission swap, and got the truck the way I want it now, yo. So
right.
Got me a driver in it.
How long you had the truck?
I had the truck maybe not even a year. I just did it for real.
Right.
Now, I don't want to cut you off.
No,
you hear the numbers he was just saying he was giving, those was his paychecks.
Yeah.
$4,000 to $2,700.
Yeah, that's sacrifice and discipline right there.
Right, but what I'm saying is, that's him as a driver. That's more than the box truck making.
For sure.
Right.
I'm not trying to say the box truck is wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is trucking
the
is the king.
Yeah, right.
Trucking, this is the top as far as transportation. All them hot shots and all that stuff.
Yeah,
What type of equipment you haul?
Containers.
Containers.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm down the port.
how you get but all of that is still like on a low board though, right?
No, so actually,
He home every day. Off on the
every day.
Don't
weekend.
tell like you get the like you pick the containers on a low board, you just go down there and
He work.
I get my
How
work through a
ports on
company.
the
I get my work through a company. I sign my truck on to a company. Like I
Oh,
don't have my
oh.
own authority.
Oh,
All I
you
do is
still
pay
getting
bar
some
tail
good money,
insurance.
though.
I pay bar tail insurance. I let the company take care of all of the paperwork because I'm not ready for that right now. Right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I can still make 4,500 with that other truck. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta pay my driver, but it's still passive income.
That's
You know what I mean?
4,500. That's 4,500 a week.
Right.
Yeah, man.
The same, and that fall in line with what he was saying with the fuel. That's a week.
Yeah. But see, so this is what I want. I do want to get across to whoever it may concern. If you want to get into the game, you gotta be prepared for these numbers. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna make no money if you don't put, get maintenance done. Period. You ain't gonna get around it. If you buy a truck and you just want to jump into that motherfucker and put it in drive and go, you ain't gonna make no money.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna break down. It's gonna cost you way more to even try to, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
The smartest thing to do, buy your truck, put the work in on it. Get things fixed, get things done. If the truck been sitting, it's guaranteed it's going to break down on you. So if you put the money up first, invest it. You know what I'm saying?
And
It'll work for you.
I tell you what I was told in the beginning. Watch mechanics when they fixing on your truck.
Yeah.
Oh, you said what?
Watch them. Don't just drop your truck off and leave. Stay there with them because a lot of stuff, trucks ain't like cars. Trucks is big. They not compact.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff ain't but like 3-4 bolts.
Right.
You can take an alternator off with like 5-6 bolts, and you need to learn how to do some of this stuff yourself. Because sometimes you're on the side of the road. A road car is a 2-hour minimum. That's $250 just to come. Then they charge you X amount of $100 an hour. So, and that's if they even fix it on the road. Then you still got to pay them, and they ain't fix the problem. So learn how to do some of this stuff yourself, which is what we're gonna talk about in a minute. I wish you could stay.
And also,
you got first thing first.
And also remember, and I learned this too. Getting the bottom of your motor rebuilt.
The bottom of it?
They call it the bottom end.
You know
If you
what I'm
don't do
saying?
that, it'll throw a rod.
You know what I'm saying? Like that should have saved you a lot of headache. You know what I mean? It definitely saved you a lot of headache. And it's not that expensive to get done. I think it's about what, $2,000?
About 2,000. So
1,800 or something like that.
If y'all was here when Lee was talking, when the mechanic came in, he talked about getting the bottom end done. So your engine don't have to be changed when they go. You can do an in-frame and just change the internal parts. But if you stay on top of your bottom end, or if you don't, it'll throw a rod. And once it throw a hole in the block, then you gotta swap the whole engine as opposed to rebuilding it.
Right.
Like you said,
You might as well sit up front. Y'all take over. I mean, I'm telling y'all, this ain't about me.
let me give you some numbers on the repair aspect. I done been to like 15, 20 trucks. You follow me? So, like you said, throw rod, had a 60 Series Detroit. Driver got stuck in a hole. He revving the engine back and forth and not telling me. You follow me? I'm sending a record on the way. Instead of just calling me when he first got stuck. He revving the engine. I finally sent a record. He pulled the truck out the hole. He got a mile of street. Blew the whole side of my motor out. You follow me? What he was saying about maintenance.
I will, got you.
Right now I got a all right, brother. All right.
Okay.
I'm getting the end-frame done right now. Minimum $20,000. Right? And I'm not exaggerating. The end-frame kit was $4,000. You gotta get your heads, counterboard, that's another $1,700. And then if you need a head, that's another $4,500. Right? And then another $6,000-7,000 for the maintenance. I'm in the middle of an M-frame right now with a cat motor. I bought another truck to replace that one. I got 6 trucks right now. You follow me? 3 of them broke and 3 of them running. But I'm systematically fixing them so I can hand them off because, like I said, my house is gonna pay my bills. But I need at least 2 trucks for me. You follow me? If y'all wanna be in trucking, first of all, don't get in trucking just to go get some money. Have a plan, right? Have a CDL, first of all. Don't just buy a truck and say, I'm gonna put him in there and let him drive. That's a no-no.
That's the basis why I tell y'all, don't, if you own a truck, you gotta have a CDL.
You gotta have a CDL. Because if he called me, I got a hot dog that got to get delivered, and if I don't hit this appointment, they're gonna fine me. Where it's open, if they keep fining me, till I'm gonna end up having to pay them for delivering their load. It happens. You follow me? He called me, tell me he just broke his leg. Guess who got to jump in that truck and go do it? You follow me? Back to the repair aspect. Maintenance, greasing, lubing, identifying, all the simple stuff they taught y'all in school. You follow me? Follow it.
Let me
It'll save your life.
say something real quick.
Hey, I got one more question. I mean, a question for you. I heard you say you get fined until you end up paying them to deliver the load.
Yeah.
What the hell?
They're late.
They're late.
You got an appointment. Because the warehouse.
That happened to you?
Damn near, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
it cost me to deliver the load because what they fined me and kept finding me because the truck broke down. You follow me? I got half of what I was supposed to get, but I still had to pay the driver what the rate confirmation said, and I still got to pay for that fuel.
Yeah, right.
So I lost money.
Yeah.
I paid them to deliver that load.
Any of y'all period drivers in here don't own a truck? Raise your hand. Y'all do pre-trips?
Hell no.
No, y'all
No.
Yeah.
I ain't did a pre-trip since CDL school.
You pop your hood?
Yeah, the type of
I've been sure the lights work.
I got to.
Oh, yeah,
Because
you
it could cost you your life.
Yeah.
That pre-trip is, I don't care, even if you don't do fuel, you should do it any type of way. Because I was in a situation, tell a story. I was riding down 395 going towards the stadium. And I felt something was going bad. And when I got to driving, I smelled it. And when you got fuel, you smell anything is right, you stop. So when I pulled over and I checked my brakes, the brakes had locked up. Right. They were so bad, they was glowing red. I stopped the truck, I turned it off, and I called them. I said, y'all gotta come out here and do something because these brakes locked up. But it wasn't like that before the pre-trip. But sometimes you gotta stop and check. But it's still good to check because you never know what can happen. Even if you don't do fuel, it's imperative.
And you're right, I had probably 3 5s, trailer 5s. Your brake chain was locked up. But y'all need to do stuff above the pre-trip because running low on coolant, that truck overheat, you gonna blow the engine.
Blow the engine.
You run out of oil,
You blow the engine.
motherfucker lock up on you.
My buddy burnt one of my trucks down on 70, right there on that West Virginia bridge.
Yeah.
He coming down the hill, riding brakes, brand new truck, right? And instead of him, you know what I mean? That's my boy, you understand what I'm saying? A couple years that he was working with Trans Am, he didn't want to run the road anymore, so he came in and started rocking with me. Burnt my truck up. If y'all familiar with that mixing bowl, 70 West Virginia, wheeling all through there. So he coming down that hill. And by the time he got to the bridge, the brakes on fire. He didn't even know the brakes was on fire. Somebody told him the brakes was on fire.
He on a fucking headset.
You understand what I'm saying? Probably music jumping, didn't hear his bro with him, so you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I tell you he burnt my truck down, he burnt it down to the ground, was nothing left but the frame. You follow me?
Virginia bad too with them
Yeah,
hills.
So how did the fire start? Like from
he rode the brakes down the hill. Listen, I'm a driver. I've been doing this a long time. I done lost my brakes on the hill where I had to take the runaway truck ramp. They work.
You just started driving?
Nah,
How long you been driving?
probably 2010. See, I know about that.
So stab brake.
But I had a trainer. But the only way I learned is he asked me, he said, "You want to die?" So I'm like, "All right."
That's how you do
He
it.
said, "Put that in first." And I'm like, "All right."
Hey,
But I know
time on the
about the
hill.
brakes. I thought it was something else.
Well, a lot of people don't stab brake when they're going down mountains. And when you apply your brakes, it get hot. And then what happens is burn them jumps up. Then you just free falling.
Yep.
And you can die
And that's
like
why
that.
that's when I learned about the roll-off ramps. At first, I didn't know what the hell they was.
And don't
And
go
the
over
dude was
west.
like,
don't go over west with bad habits, cause these hills over here. You get out in Utah, Wyoming, and Washington, and Oregon, some parts of California, Colorado. You 12,000 feet high. It makes those mountains over there make our mountains look like that wire.
Yeah. And it looks and the road looks that small from up top when you're looking down on it.
Pennsylvania and other states like that.
Nah.
That's
Look, go online. I showed y'all elevation map where you can see the whole country. These hills, brother. This ain't nothing.
Yeah, just
you go out there with the big boys and get out the northwest or southern Colorado, and don't let it be snowing or have be at night and it's a mist and you can't see nothing.
Nothing.
Or you get out there like Nevada, like Reno and what's that old cartoon? What's that? Road Runner. When it ain't nothing on the side of the mountain. One false move, you dead.
The longest road in United States, US 95, coming through Nevada. It's probably 300 miles of nothing. Up, down, round. You might run into a hick town here and a hick town there, but there's nothing out there. No phone service. Nothing.
Dang.
You follow me? And you are on some Sears Hill, so like, it's nothing out there. So me personally, I'm a driver, so I know what I'm doing. I just let the truck run. Whatever it do, it do. I'm not touching the brakes unless I need them. You follow me? Throw the jig on.
Right. The jig saved me.
Saved
me.
So
I'm in the mountains all day in PA.
So
and for the pre-trip situation, I want to say this before I sit down.
No, go ahead, because
isn't part of that? You said you don't do pre-trips, right?
No.
There's a couple of y'all said y'all don't do pre-trips.
I didn't know me with pencil whippers, but I understand why.
I'm going to ask you a
I
question.
just make sure the air good.
I'm going to ask you a question. Air's not an option in none of my vehicles. I'm not riding in my, so I don't want you to do it. You follow me? If I came and got your car, right? You might have a nice high-end car. You follow me? And I jump in it, and your antifreeze light come on, or your oil light come on. Would you want me to keep driving your car with that oil light or that engine light on?
To tell you the truth.
Anybody,
ask me that,
anything that
talking about
you own, that you loan to somebody.
See, a car, I wouldn't care, but a truck is different.
Your truck, your Dodge, your Ram, your tractor, whatever it is. Would you have a problem with me driving your vehicle defective without investigating what the problem is?
No.
You wouldn't have a problem with that?
I wouldn't. Because if you feel like you wanted to drive it, then...
No, I need to drive it. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, let's go straight to the point.
I want you to respect...
If you carry it like that with a truck and you go out and buy a truck right now and you carry it like that.
No, see, if it was mine, I don't pre-trip it.
What's the difference? What's the difference? Your life is the same thing. It's the same matter.
As long as the brakes work, the air, the PSI is reaching there where they got to go, where the lights on, I'm out of there.
Okay, so let me check this out. You pop that hood. You got a diesel leak. Your fuel line got a leak in it, and you don't see it, and that engine get hot. And that diesel ignite, what's gonna happen?
So that might blow up.
Exactly. Pop the hood and look.
But it's good for y'all. It's good for y'all to hear this because it's coming from a driver mindset, not talking about you in particular, but this is how drivers think. It's not theirs. So when y'all go out and buying trucks, remember I was telling y'all drivers gonna get it in and drive. That shit gonna cost y'all a lot of money. And every time you dishing out 2,000, 4,000, they blow an engine, you gotta come up with 20, and you ain't made but maybe 30 grand off him in a year, but he done cost you 50. But you don't notice it because it's bit by bit, and you making all this money accumulated with yours. A lot of people that y'all think making a whole bunch of money out here, I'm gonna just put it out there like that. You don't see the real numbers until you just you. That's when you making the good money. When you running, because your expenses are less. When you take care of your stuff, nobody gonna work as hard for you as you, and nobody gonna take as much care for your stuff as you. So you spending less in maintenance, and you making more because you're getting up and working every day. And also, you can't think that you're gonna pay drivers more, and that's to solve the problem. There's a such thing as paying people too much. I did that. And then you give people money who not used to having it, they find stuff to do. Then it's Monday, they've been in a hotel getting high all weekend, phone they geeked out their mind.
Mr. Lowe's.
And you can't find them until they sold up and need some money, or then they start thinking they slick, want to start taking trips and doing this. When I was popping bottles, was doing whatever dumb shit the night before. Now it's money, you coming in late. But you beg for the job when your stomach was touching. Now you got some food. Then the job is secondary.
Facts.
And don't get tricked by that either. People come here, I just want to run. I'm a runner. I'm telling you, that's all I do. That's some bullshit. Translation, I don't have no money. I need money. Give me some money. They want to hurry up and get a job so they can get paid. This is stuff y'all gonna only learn through experience. I'm telling you.
So when I start
don't
doing,
fall for the driver trick.
What I start doing,
and it's not passive. They lying to y'all. Trucking is a 24-hour business.
all day.
When that phone call at night and you got a flat tire, you have to be up. Nobody care you at graduation.
Sleep.
All that shit is secondary. And when you start driving, you're married to the truck. You're allowed to drive 11 hours a day. It's 14 hours of service you can do, but you can only drive 11. Even if you just take that, that's basically 12 hours. It's 24 hours in a day. That's half of your life. Everything else, it get the leftovers of you. So I understand. I understand that when you get into this ain't no 9-to-5 job. This is your life.
Yes. What I started doing was
maintenance.
I'm gonna make this truck. So if you take my truck and you knew for a fact that it had an antifreeze leak and didn't tell me, and then you're on the side of the road, guess who paying for that?
Oh no, I wouldn't be riding.
I'm telling
the truck would have been still sitting right there.
That's fine.
And I would have been in the house like, yo, you gotta get it fixed.
No, see, you supposed to call him. Say, hey, what you call this, that, and the third? I got a mobile mechanic. Anytime, Pete, he on it.
A driver supposed to know how to. A driver.
No,
listen, but I'm just saying, if you go around the curb, go to deliver a load, you done rubbed up against the wall and tore the light up, and they tell me, guess who paying for that? I'm not paying for it. That's driver error. You follow me? If you know for a fact that the airline had an air leak and you got me put out of service, well, the good thing is stuff like that, like air leaks and mechanical stuff. Guess who get the charges now? The company don't get them. The driver do. So if you want that on your deck, you won't see it when you look at your driver report. But when you go try to work for a company, all that's going to show up. So you want to do a pre-trip.
That's what I was saying about the 3 reports.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't see it. I can see it because I can go into the. And you're gonna show me everything you did, everything you worked for, and
If you plan on owning a truck, you need to know how to change an airline.
Yes.
You need to know how to change a coolant hose. You need to know how to replace clamps.
Yep.
You need to know how to replace pipes, like exhaust pipes.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Airlines on your brake chambers. You need to know how to adjust your own brakes before you go into these mountains. You need to know how to cage your brakes. If your brakes lock up and you get stuck somewhere, you can cage your brakes and back them off of your wheels. So that one axle won't have brakes, but it'll get you off the side of the road to a shop. Don't keep it like that, but the stuff you're going to need to know how to do just to get off the road.
I thought it was a way, my bad for cutting you, I thought it was a way you can unjam the brake stuff.
That's what you said.
Caging them.
Oh, you said cage? All right.
Well, that's what they call it, caging them. You put the bolt in the brake chamber and back it off, and then the brakes will come off of the brake drum. Also, you need to know how to check fuses and identify which fuses are bad so you can replace them. It's a simple technique. There's a lot of times the truck won't start and there ain't nothing but a fuse or a relay. You need to know how to do this stuff. You need to, owners need to wash their trucks because there's mechanical issues that you won't be able to see because it's all contaminated with grease and grime. Wash your truck at least once a month so you can see this stuff. And you need to talk to your truck. You think it's funny? Because this your first time being here.
Listen, I don't think it's funny, I'm just tripping.
Nah, I ain't saying you laughing at me, but what I'm saying is everybody, you've been here, grow. I can make y'all hands grow, right? You know how strong your mind is? If you look up a study, when they talk to plants, When they speak positive to it, they grow faster. When they speak negative to it, it dies. When they ignore it, it gets worse than the ones they speak negative to. That's why even the Bible tell you, man ain't supposed to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
So ignoring people, that's why I leave people. That's my worst weapon. I leave your own devices. Ignoring people is that's why when you're in prison, when you do something wrong, they put you in lockup, solitary.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst punishment they can do.
You know what I'm doing?
I want y'all to I want to show y'all something about y'all mind real quick. Nah, you can stay. Cause I want to get this out because a lot of y'all did it before. But do y'all write y'all goals down and read them to yourself?
Yeah.
So put your hands out like this and put them together. Line them up at the bottom to see which hand is bigger. One of them is obviously longer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my right hand.
Take your shortest hand and hold it right here. And look at it and envision your hand getting bigger and say grow out loud with me until I stop. Grow, 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 grow. Feel like a cult leader.
Mm-hmm.
Put your hands together.
Hey, yo.
That's how powerful your mind is. That's why you should that's why I argue with people. That's why you shouldn't be around people who
Psychological right there.
No, that ain't psychological. That's real. If
You just did it.
And it
Yeah,
go
right,
deeper
right.
than that because you can do it without even saying it out loud. The reason why we speak words out loud is to force our mind to say it. But if you get in control of your mind enough, you as a human being, you are electromagnetic.
Mm-hmm.
You are antenna. What's up, guys? What's up, man? Your mind is sending out thoughts. That's how you communicate with the world. And your feelings is attracting things to you magnetically. So you ever want something real bad and you wind up getting it? That's because your feelings was in tune. So you gotta get your feelings and your thoughts in tune with each other. And that's how you stop progressing. But you read your goals to yourself to force your mind to think about it. But if you keep your mind on it, like right now I'm doing mechanics. I have mechanic books that I read when I ain't doing mechanics. And I have online mechanic courses I take. And I go to online, in-person classes. And I moved into a truck yard. And when I get off work, I talk to mechanics. While I'm asleep, I hear mechanics working on trucks. So I completely engulf myself in what I'm doing. And y'all see what I transform into. That's the same thing I did with trucking. I ain't started off doing this. I was going down the truck stop on the weekends and hanging down there reading the truck magazines and hanging down Lee Lot, talking to all the owner operators there and leaving Allstate and going next door and talking to the people who own trucks there. And I wasn't just driving trucks. I was getting into limousines and party buses and driving coach buses and doing everything revolving trucking and taking freight broker courses and doing all different type of things. And that's how you see it. You become whatever you think about. So you living in a household where there's a whole bunch of arguing and all that, it might be a good idea to leave. If you ever go around somebody and they make you feel bad or try to talk down to you or whatever, don't associate with that person. Even, what's the, garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you put in your mind, that's what you produce in your life. So I just showed y'all on the simplest level, you just grew your hand in real time and not just one person. So imagine what happened when you listen to rap all day. Imagine who your daughter gonna turn into and she's listening to these girls popping it. And then she's 16 sneaking to the strip club. You wonder what happened. She was listening to that all her life. Look what happened to a lot of us listening to gangster rap all our life. What we grew up to do. See what I'm saying? You gotta monitor or at the very least, you gotta put some cut on it. So you need to get some decent books and listen to something different. You know, watch some podcasts they got now, or before all that started, lectures, audio books. It's good to listen to stuff while you sleep because Your conscious mind, which is the guard to your subconscious mind, is off guard. It's sleep. But your conscious mind, your subconscious mind never goes to sleep. It's like a baby. You say babies like sponges, because they haven't fully developed their conscious mind. They're strictly working out the subconscious. So even when you're pregnant, you gotta be careful what you the surroundings you're going to, because your baby is actually learning while it's still in your body. That's why people play classical music when they're pregnant, put it up to their stomach. So just be mindful of that. Don't, I mean, people call you and they got a lot of gossip. I'm cutting people out.
How about that?
People complaining all the time. People hate the job, but they've been there 10 years.
Right.
Stay away from them. That ain't no good. What's up, guys? Come on up. This ain't a Sean show.
I know you gonna put me on the spot.
What's up?
What's up?
This is OG right here, too.
How y'all doing?
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you have that one.
Nah, step here with him.
I gotta learn too.
I want to know what's happening in trucking right now.
Low rates, issues, insurance high, you name it. Amen.
You running flatbed?
Yeah.
And you still hurting with the rates, or you saying that in comparison to what they were a year and a half or so ago?
I mean, well, you know, a year and a half ago we was getting that COVID money, so now it's more like everybody got spoiled on COVID. So going back to the rates we had now was what they were always anyway.
What I tell y'all?
So everybody got in and it was good. Now it was like more so the COVID money dropped and we went back to regular rates. So now that we back to regular rates, everybody that had trucks when it was good, now they going in and selling their stuff. They talking about, oh, we can't make it. But basically, you was in this predicament the whole time anyway.
You
You just got the good side of it. You ain't catch the bad side.
Right. Let me ask him this, cause he wasn't here earlier. What's your opinion on drivers?
All right, so when I first started out, I called this man. I seen him on IG, like, look, hook me up with a job. But I had like probably 3 months experience at the time. He like, bro, I can't bring you on right now. Insurance right now. But I'm telling him like, look, I can drive. Like, send me out there. He like, I can put you in the truck with a train. I'm like, that's like doing a jail bit with a dude. I was like, nah, I ain't trying to do it. So I might get in there with a Viking, it don't work out. You know what I'm saying?
And Gotti is a success story just like you and some of the others that ain't mentioned. What you did, 15 on the body?
11.
11? So it came out, got his life together, and trucking. It's a way out.
How long you had your own truck?
Well, I started mine in 2019. My company ran with another lady. Well, I put it like this: when I ain't getting with him for someone put me in there with a team driver, I was like, man, forget this. I'm about to finesse something. So I finessed it. Went with Heartland Express. Told myself I had 7 months experience. They picked me up and just when I went to do the orientation, they just gave me the keys of the truck. Like, that's your load right now. I was like, damn, what if I drive like 10 miles or 10 minutes?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, this ain't what I want to do. How I take the truck back, you feel me? But I was like, nah, 95, Chester, Virginia. Oh, I ain't no little bridges. I'm going to give me a GPS and a blueprint out the brake. So once I got them two, my load was in Jersey. But what made me feel comfortable was when I first got there to deliver the load, I was the only dude that ever actually made it to this guy's dock in his yard. It was a farm yard. He was like, man, you got back in a certain kind of way. So I got out, looked at it, and was like, all right. So when I put it in there, he was like, dang, you the first one ever made it in there right. I was like, oh yeah, I'm on. So I kept it rolling. So over the time period, it's like everything I learned in trucking is by like trial and error.
And that was a flatbed you were talking
Nah,
about?
this was drive lane. So
Hey, listen, I wanted to, cause I heard you say something about the GPS.
Yeah.
Is it, you got the, what's it called, the random